The emergency room called. My daughter was assaulted. Father, she named her attacker. The tycoon's own son. Can you imagine the rage? The absolute gut-wrenching fury. When the man who brutally assaulted your child walks free, laughing in your face. My name is Truman, and that moment forced me to look deep into my soul and decide how far I was willing to go for my daughter. What the hell happened next? For 20 years, I lived a life of shadow and strategy, serving in Army intelligence. I learned 3 things that stayed with me. Patience wins wars, information is the ultimate weapon, and evil men always believe they're untouchable, right until the moment they're not. 12 years ago, I traded all that in. No more classified briefings, no more overseas deployments. Just a quiet life in Portland, running Larson Security Consultants, doing legitimate work, and most importantly, being home for dinner. My military pension helped, and my reputation for thoroughness kept the clients coming. Our modest house in Beaverton was everything I ever wanted. A good school district, a neighborhood where kids still played outside, and enough space for my wife Amber's pottery studio in the converted garage. We bought it when our daughter Karina was 7, and the pencil marks tracking her growth still decorated the kitchen door frame. That Friday evening, Karina, at 21, called from the entryway, "Dad, I'm heading out." She had her mother's striking features and my stubborn determination, a combination that made her absolutely formidable when she set her mind to something. I looked up from my laptop. Where to? Study group at Powell's, then maybe coffee with some friends. She was double majoring in political science and journalism at Portland State. My girl wanted to change the world, and I had no doubt she would. "Text when you're on your way home," I said. She rolled her eyes, but it was affectionate. "Always do, old man." Amber emerged from her studio, Clay still dusting her forearms. "Be safe, sweetheart." After Karina left, Amber settled into the chair beside me. "You're working late on a Friday?" "Background check for a client," I told her. "Guy's hiring a CFO, wants to make sure there are no surprises." I closed the laptop. "But it can wait." We met 17 years ago at a gallery showing in Seattle. She was displaying her ceramic work, and I was there because my unit was in town for a conference, and my commanding officer's wife dragged us all along. Amber Moreno was explaining the inspiration behind a series of vessels to some pretentious art critic, and I watched her expertly dismantle the man's condescending assumptions with grace and steel. I was smitten before we even exchanged a word. Her family story was complicated. Her parents had immigrated from Mexico when she was a baby, but her maternal uncle, Bruno, had stayed behind in Sicily, where the Moreno line originated. Bruno Moreno was a figure shrouded in family legend and careful silence. A man whose import-export business nobody discussed in detail. He'd visited twice during my marriage, both times for weddings, and both times I'd noted the difference other men showed him. A quiet deference. "You're thinking about..." Full story video added in below.